Does anybody actually understand modern marketing? If you're struggling to figure out what trends are legit and which ones are useless fads, then this video is for you. Today, we're breaking down the top 3 marketing trends that real contractors have real success with. Trend number 1, Generative Search Optimization, or GEO. Okay, we're starting out with a big one, but it's no secret that AI is changing the way we search for information. According to Microsoft, AI searches are already outpacing traditional searches by more than 3x, and that was in 2024. You're probably noticing that Google also gives AI summaries before serving individual results. This begs to question, how do you make sure you show up in these places? If someone asks ChatGPT for the top roofing, painting, or plumbing businesses in Denver, Colorado, how do you make sure that you show up as that recommendation? Well, we're not GEO experts by any stretch of the imagination, but here's what we can say. AI lives and breathes content. It has never been more important to answer the questions people are asking on LLMs. As our friend Marcus Sheridan says, they ask, you answer. So what do you usually ask AI for help with when you're shopping for something? If you said product comparisons, you're right there with the rest of us. Research shows that comparative content performs incredibly well in generative search for that exact reason. So make comparative content. The other thing to invest in here is customer reviews and other user-generated content. When asked for a recommendation, LLMs look at what other people are saying about different options. This includes social media, Reddit posts, Google reviews, and more. So bump the review strategy up that priority list and start thinking about how to get people talking about your brand online. Now, I know we're keeping this pretty high level here, but here's a pro tip that will change the way you optimize for AI. Just ask it what to do. I'm looking for a roofer, a plumber, or home builder, whatever industry you're in, to help me with describe your ideal job. Then insert your area. Which companies should I reach out to? Then, whether you show up or not, ask it how it came up with those results. Now ask it how your company can do better to show up when someone asks. This should give you the beginning of your GEO game plan. Look, this was a lot of info, I get it. But the lesson here is do not bury your head in the sand when it comes to AI. This is only going to put you further behind as time goes on. Okay, time for trend number 2, the media company mindset. Speaking about optimizing your content for the future, here's a hot take. You can no longer afford to just be a contractor. You need to start thinking of yourself as a media company. Okay, so if you spend any time on LinkedIn, this might be a bit more of like a lukewarm take because everyone and their dog in the marketing world is talking about this. But it's true, and here's why. First, content, especially video content, builds trust. If you're about to come into my house and lead an expensive renovation, I better be able to trust you. Marcus Sheridan says it best.
Let's say you go into a home. If you go into a home to sell something and they haven't already heard your voice, if they haven't already seen your face, if they haven't already learned something from you, you have utterly failed that person. And that is an indictment completely and utterly on your sales and marketing process.
Exactly. In the world of AI-generated everything, you need to show people you are a human brand. And the second reason, video increases brand recall. Viewers usually retain 95% of a message when they watch it in video compared to 10% when they read it. Third, video offers value. When we had Alan Dibb on the show a while back, he put it this way.
So that's really the key in lean marketing principle number 1 is you want your marketing to be so valuable that it's almost a product on its own. You could almost or charge for it because it's so good.
Let that sink in. Make your videos so good that people would actually pay for it. How much time do you spend on YouTube or social media scrolling through videos that teach, inspire, or entertain you? That's what good video content should do for your customer. Now, this last trend is going to sound familiar, but very few contractors actually give it a shot. The third and final marketing trend that is blowing up right now is social selling. Social selling is when you use social media to build relationships and engage prospects, all while directly driving sales. We're not talking about just posting on Instagram and hoping for someone to call you maybe in 6 months or so. We're talking about actually selling on social media. How many of you have seen this done lately? You follow a person or a brand on Instagram and you immediately get a DM that says, "Hey, name, thanks for the follow. Are you just here for the vids or are you looking to grow your business or whatever the service is?" That is social selling. And you can see big names like Dan Martell all over the internet talking about how much money this is making them. So the big question is this relevant for contractors? Well, it depends. We do have members using social media to drive sales, and they're killing it. But here's the thing. You can't just start messaging people on Instagram out of the blue and expect to get work from it. In order to get people to follow you in the first place, you have to start creating valuable content first. And this is a ton of work. We recently had Ben DeGraw, the Vancouver carpenter, on the podcast, and he said he spends as much as 20 hours a week making content for his YouTube channel. So if you have time or your team can start producing content at this level, social selling could be something to explore. To make a long story short, social selling is a hot topic right now, and it may be worth looking into. Just don't put the cart before the horse. Well, there you have it. Those are the top 3 contractor marketing trends that caught our attention this past year. Which ones did we miss? Which trends are you most excited to dive into? Let us know in the comments. And look, it's pretty much impossible to keep up with what's trending versus what's actually working in the contractor space, whether that's marketing or even recruitment or even strategic planning. At least it is if you're trying to do it alone and reinvent the wheel for yourself. So if you want to talk with a community of high-performing contractors and expert coaches about topics just like this, make sure you check out Breakthrough Academy in the link below.